If your vibe coded SaaS has signups but no conversions, you don't have a product problem. You have an unwinnable game problem. And I'm going to fix that right now. This framework I came up with, it's been helping me, and I call it the RPG map. That's right, role-playing game. I'm kind of a nerd. 4 levels your users have to beat before they pay you. That's what this is about. Every RPG, aka role-playing game, has 3 things. Your product has the same 3 things. Whether you built it in Cursor, in a weekend, or not, it doesn't even matter. Listen up. A main quest, the one outcome your user came for, the core problem your product solves. Side quests, extra features and detours that distract you from that outcome. And XP, the small progress signals that make users feel momentum while they're doing the thing, like a save point, except instead of glowing orb, it's draft save in the corner of the screen. So your job as a founder is simple. Make the main quest winnable. That's it. The side quests, they can come later. For the rest of this, imagine your product helps someone publish a newsletter using a template, because that's what I'm all about right now in Beehive. And by the end, you'll be able to write your own main quest in 1 sentence and add 3 XP signals that stop users from rage quitting before they ever see the value. Level 1, character creation. Your sign-up flow. Stop asking for their life story. The sign-up should feel like pressing new game. 1 page, 1 CTA, 1 next step. And if they even have to think, you're already losing them. For our newsletter example, it would be an email field and would say, create my free account, and you're done. That's the whole page. Simple. Level 2, the tutorial, aka onboarding. So here's where most founders destroy themselves. They make users grind through a full tutorial. Here's the actual neuroscience behind why this kills you and your users. Psychologist John Sweller proved that your working memory can only hold about 4 things at once. You stack too much instruction before someone touches your product, and their brain is literally full. No room left to actually care about what you built. So for a rule of thumb, value first, qualify later. For the newsletter product, show them the template before you ask them to set up anything. Level 3, the press start screen. What they see right after onboarding. This is where most vibe-coded products go into the graveyard. Founders drop users into a blank workspace and wonder why nobody comes back. Like Link without his little floaty fairy guide, Navi, y'all can correct me. Your first screen after onboarding needs 3 things. The main quest, front and center. Publish your first newsletter. XP, showing you've already been moving. Draft saved. Step 1 of 3 complete. Little bitty breadcrumbs of progress. And 1 obnoxious next action. Just 1 button. Choose a template, not 5 options, not a settings menu. 1, please. If your user feels like getting dumped on a stranded island, naked and afraid, then please fix it. Level 4, final boss, the checkout. 1 confusing toggle, a hidden fee, or an uncleared next step kills the run right at the end when you're about to win. If you've done your job through the first 3 levels, payment should feel like keep what I've already built, not start over somewhere else. For the newsletter product we're talking about, by the time they hit checkout, they've already got a draft, a template, a name. The upgrade should feel like saving what they've made, not starting over. By the way, if you have subscription plans or anything like that, 3 plans max, or you run into the paradox of choice, where having too many options actually makes people less likely to choose anything at all. Tag the one thing you recommend, the one plan you want them to hit. Let them experience enough of the product before that wall goes up and make continuation feel like an obvious next step. Now, here's what keeps it all together like glue. This is what holds your levels together, and that is XP signals. Remember how I said value first, qualify later? Here's how you do it. Use a contextual checklist that appears at the moment, right inside the editor, not before it. So for our newsletter product, pick a template, swap the headline, hit publish, 3 steps in context while they're already doing the thing. So they're learning as they're going, not dumping it all in front in a tutorial. After that, lock in that investment. What you need to do is use these micro signals like draft saved, save as a template, favorite this layout. These create a feeling of ownership, like you've customized your character in that RPG game. And when you do that, they're not going to abandon it. And after every meaningful action, unlock something new, a new capability, a new view, a next step. It's the equivalent of earning a new piece of armor. It makes the game worth continuing. Those 3 things, contextual learning, ownership signals, and unlocks after action. Those are what turn signups into retained paying users. Once your main quest is winnable, then you ship the side quests. Now you have the map, but finding where the specific product is leaking, that's where the revenue leak map comes in. That's the one-on-one work I do with founders who have signups and still can't figure out where people are rage quitting. I will go through your product, find where you're losing people, and give the specific fixes to ship. The link will be in the description. And this week's newsletter includes something I crafted up, the Activation and Retention Gap Finder AI prompt. So you paste it in Claude or ChatGPT, whoever's your best friend, answer a few questions, and it tells you where users are quitting and gives you 3 fixes to ship. The link is in the show notes. I want to hear your review. If this was helpful, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. I love you forever. If you missed last week's video on TurboTax and how I got personally victimized by a $64 hidden fee and broke down the dark pattern behind it, it's on the screen now. And podcast folks, the link will be in the show notes if you care to watch. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Adios.